What the fuck? This is like the first time ever that YouTube and Instagram are both exactly started at the exact same time, pretty much. Like you motherfuckers are both on here at the exact same time. So, okay, today we've got a topic to talk about that I'm going to run down. What it do, Trizzy? So today we're going to be talking about earth signs and the creative expression, right? So, a lot of earth signs will, at least from my perspective, a lot of this shit is based upon my own experience with things. You know what I'm saying? And I believe if you're an earth sign, you can probably relate to this shit because I feel like it got a lot to do with people who have a lot of fucking earth placements in their chart and shit like that, and just dealing with a lot of earth energies in general. Right. So for me, for example, and I feel like a lot of other people who are into like artistic expression and shit like that as well, um, we'll have the same thing because peep game from your life as an earth sign or a person who has a lot of earth energies in their chart. Peep game from your life. You always get into these situations where you get into arguments with people, especially females, and also especially peoples who have heavy water sign or water energy in their charts. You know what I'm saying? You'll find yourself getting into arguments or disagreements with people like this because you know what I'm saying? Because there's a misunderstanding there. Because you might be a person who has a large depth of emotion. You get what I'm saying? You might be a very emotionally deep person, but outwardly, where especially if you have an Earth Sun, outwardly it's not really going to be seen that way. You get what I'm saying? So a person who like kind of wears their heart on their sleeve, you get what I'm saying, or a person who kind of freely shows their emotions to you, you're gonna just seem like you're fucking dry and you're not, you know what I'm saying? Like if you have no fluid, no emotion to you. You get what I'm saying? And these people will be the same people that will like get angry at you because in like a relationship type of shit because you're not showing the expression of like passion or like as far as how they see how it should be expressed. You get what I'm saying? Because they're a person who outwardly expresses their emotions like that on a level that's like it can be seen like that. You get what I'm saying? It's not it's beyond just being able to feel it. You get what I'm saying? It's being able to be seen because that person has that energy in their sun spot. You get what I'm saying? So that's what's being outwardly shown and being seen to the world. So you get what I'm saying? People will think you're very like fucking cut and dry and think that you don't like express your emotions well or some shit like that. So you'll have yourself in those agreements. So same thing with artistic expression. So based upon that, that can put you into a way of thinking or a mentality like thinking that the same thing is going to happen with your artistic expression, especially if you're doing something that is vocal and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Something that is as far as like music or teaching or being like a public speaker or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like there's those people like I said who show heavy emotions. So you might be somebody who's like, damn, like my shit is gonna like it's not gonna land where it's supposed to, or it's not gonna be interpreted how it's supposed to because due to the like basically I guess like the trauma of fucking dealing with people accusing you of being like robotic and cut and dry and not really having that depth of emotions and shit like that. Whenever you know that you do, you know what I'm saying? You know what you feel and you know what you experience within yourself. Is just outwardly it don't really appear like that. So you might get into the mind frame of thinking like it's not gonna hit how it's supposed to because of that. You like you think that your shit's gonna just come off as like monotone and one level type shit, even if it come down to like painting or something. Like you might think your fucking color scheme or some shit is like not more of like a fluid fucking emotional presentation that show the passion that you actually put into it and shit like that, and the energy that you actually put into it like that. But what you got to understand is art is subjective, number one, and number two, the people who is meant to get it, it's going to get it. They're going to feel the passion that you put into it. It don't always need to be seen like that. You get what I'm saying? And it can be good. These things can be beneficial for these people. You know, there's people who go out there and fucking like the way that they sing is almost fucking envious to a person who is like a heavy earth type of person. because my whole chart is lava. I'm just earth and fire. So like that passion can be seen off of me just based on my expression. But for the most part, I'm still cut and dry like that. As far as appearance wise. So I get into thinking like, damn, bro, this shit ain't gonna hit how it want to, or like it ain't sounding how I want it sound. And that's just wanting it to sound, but that's just basically based upon a bias of me observing other content and shit like that that's out in the world, and wanting, you know what I'm saying, my shit to sound more as far as what is like more acceptable. You get what I'm saying? So, and it ain't always got to be like that. I've realized that within myself. So my own expression has to be my own expression based upon how I want to do it. And the more that I keep it real like that, the more that I see that it's better to do it that way. You get what I'm saying? Like I don't want to have to, and I do love that shit. Don't get me wrong, but I don't want to have to fucking force having to you know what I'm saying? Force having to like fucking singing like a high pitched voice or some shit, or fucking sing a whole lot and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I've realized I can just be more true and authentic to myself and my own expression, and it's gonna land a lot harder that way. Trey said my chart's cool lava because of the water. Hell yeah. Yeah, I got all fucking earth and fire. My shit is just I got like fucking one water placement my whole chart. Know what I'm saying? So like I experience a huge depth of emotion. I just don't have a large range of emotion, and I prefer it that way, and I think that it's better to be that way. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know. I experience people being in a lot of flunked out emotions, and not only that, I experience in people having troubles with shit that don't really bother me, or that I don't giving too much of a fuck about shit that I don't give a fuck about. You know what I'm saying? And that's not really beneficial. You know what I mean? So this was just an idea I had based upon, you know, some shit that I was observing. So you know, I figured I'd kick some game for some people out there who are earth signs, who are into similar shit like this. You know what I'm saying? So don't worry about your shit being monotone and shit like that. If that's your expression, if that's your true mode of expression, you get what I'm saying? So don't worry about it being like that or coming across too harsh or some shit like that, especially if you're a person who have a lot of Saturn placements and shit like that. If that's what your true authentic expression is supposed to be, that's what it's supposed to be. The passion and shit like that is going to be apparent, and it's going to be understood, and it's going to be realized by the people it's supposed to be realized by. It's going to be felt. It doesn't always need to be like outwardly seen like that. You know what I'm saying? You got to use your energies to your benefit. So you know what I'm saying? If that's how you're outwardly supposed to express it, then that's how you're outwardly supposed to express it. Forcing the shit is just gonna make it sound fucking disingenuous, and that's how it's gonna come across. You know what I'm saying? Trying to force your sound to yourself to sound away just based upon shit that you like. You know what I'm saying? Or based upon shit that other people like. You know what I'm saying? Because trust me, there's a lot of shit out there that I like that's you know, very alternative or fucking not mainstream, you know, that I'm like, damn man, I wish I could sing like that or some shit, you know, but that's not really my lane as far as that shit goes. But yeah, we about fucking 9 minutes into this shit. I just wanted to do a little quick chop up session, talk about that. I'm gonna go directly back into the studio. So anybody here, come pop up and watch me on YouTube finishing up this song. Okay, I gotta end the YouTube, come back with a new title. BRB.